welcome to Face, 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 Beat That Face. I know many of you are totally upset with that term. We see it on the internet. It's so violent, beating face. It's like, honey, if we weren't beating faces, we wouldn't have a job.
Yes.
So that's what we're here to talk about. And we have the gorgeous Ms. Tatianna. And the effervescent and totally plastic Miss Trixie Mattel. The first thing that I would love for you ladies to discuss is how you arrived at your look, your persona. I can kind of guess with you, Trixie.
Kevin, did you tell them who you are?
No.
Does anybody know who Kevin is?
They don't need to know.
Kevin is Emmy award-winning makeup artist, world famous. Hello, clap for him. Clap for
What?
And he's been doing makeup longer than any of us here.
They were dinosaurs.
Yep.
I was putting lipstick on dinosaurs.
You used to do makeup for Tempest du Jour? Do you guys remember?
I started off just wanting to kind of be kind of slutty looking. Just like a girl
You did
that
it,
people,
girl. You did it.
right? Thanks.
Job well
I wanted to
done.
look a little fuckable, and I feel like I succeeded.
Yeah.
Since then, I've taken little style cues from different. I get inspired by drag queens all the time, so I'll see like this hairstyle on her, and then I'll just try to, make it my own, make it work with who I am. So there'll always be a short skirt and a high heel and maybe some tits or something, but something's gonna show. But overall, that's kind of how I have come to be. It started in sluttiness, so yeah.
Sexy, because you're sexy.
Well, sexiness doesn't hurt nobody.
Amazing. If you guys see Tatiana drag too, I mean, you would think, looking at her today, I would think she lives her life as a woman, but she doesn't. It's pretty amazing. Amazing.
I'm a dude.
Yesterday she told me how she covers her brows. Wait do you guys hear about that? It's crazy. I've never heard it before. But I got my look, I guess, because I used to look like a person. I used to look like a human in drag. I did. Like normal face, normal everything. And then I used to use my real features, my real eye color, all that. And it wasn't fun for me. And then when I started, I also wasn't a funny queen at the time. I was just doing like lip syncs and stuff. But then out of drag, I was funny. And so I thought, I'm going to be funny, and then I want to do a different look because I hated the look. It just wasn't. And this is just me. I feel like beautiful women walk down the street every day, so why do I want to look like I see that, And then I was reading books in the 50s and about the 50s and 60s, how they painted dolls in factories. It was the way they had like a doll face that was blank, and the way they painted it, and the way this tiny face had to read to a big person. And so Barbie kind of like, especially, or like dolls in general, have a lot of makeup on for how little their head is. And I liked that, so I started running with that. And then I sat down and I said, I want to look more like a thing, like a thing without a gender, or not being a human being, like a marionette or some shit. And then I did that, and as soon as I painted it like this for the first time, it was like, this is the right thing. This is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. And then it was all downhill from there. Yeah. And I would say, like, I love that you think I look different. I think I'm like the anti-chameleon of drag. That's one thing I wish I could change about myself is I can't put on a different color wig and feel pretty. Or like I have to wear like I like to look different, but I like to look like Trixie goes home, opens the closet, and it's all the shades of pink and white and blue, and it's only blonde wigs, I believe in consistency with the visual for your brand, I think like Bunny, for example, is hysterically funny, but she also has a consistent look, which, you remember who that is. Or like RuPaul. Before RuPaul was a glamazon, she was just RuPaul, and then she switched to that aesthetic, and people started remembering that. Like, even if you hate my look, you remember it. It's burned into your brain, So I believe in the, the branding,
Let's talk about makeup, because
Woo!
there's never... Wait, are we ready for that part? Yeah. Because there's never enough.
You guys like makeup, right?
You like that?
Yes!
So, as I said earlier, there's never too much makeup. I do not do drag, but I have a shitload of it. Of course, you definitely... Do you have a separate home for it?
I've got to the point where I don't know it's so much that I don't even know what I have, and I don't know what to do with it. So, things in boxes that I haven't even opened or tried.
So with all of this amount of makeup, what are your holy grail? Gotta have them. I don't ever want to be caught on a desert island without this fucking makeup.
For me, it's MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. That's actually what I seal my eyebrows down with.
She uses cream eyeshadow to
I
cover
use
her
a cream
brows.
eyeshadow. It dries down. I just do multiple layers, and I kind of fan it or sit in front of the air conditioner, push it down, and then like powder over it. So I definitely need that, and I need like a really good full coverage foundation. So I'm either MAC full coverage or Dermablend. Those are my two like have to have. Everything else I can mix and match, but those are the two things I have to have.
Yeah.
What about you, girl?
Well, I need like 4 pairs of top lashes and at least one on the bottom. Otherwise, I literally feel like a line. Like I don't feel like I'm in drag at all. So I need that. Otherwise, I feel like a linebacker. And I think in drag especially, you need a good foundation. You can get away with like a cheap eyeshadow or something, but you need a good foundation. Today I'm wearing entirely RCMA, which is actually, they have it here. Has anybody tried it before? Yeah, there's there's one palette that has 5 that just has skin tones, including like an orange to cover my brows, and there's one palette that's nothing but highlight and contour, and that's what I use for my whole face. Because especially since I know I need to look all cut up and crazy to look like Trixie Mattel, I really rely on like a lot of pigment in the foundation, like a lot of it. And then I definitely need blue contacts. I need that. Oh, glue stick in Disappearing Purple. Ooh, ooh. Anybody else use it? Yes. Yeah, that's what I use, but I know that, that's amazing, Painterly. I can't believe that. Need those things, and Studio Fix powders from MAC. I use those for I highlight and contour in cream, and then I set it in highlight and contours and powder. For intensity.
What do you do to like pamper and take care of your skin? What kind of skincare? Do you go to the dermatologist? Do you get facials? Do you use special products to shave with? Have you had electrolysis? Tell me all your damn secrets.
For me, I use little lady Bic razors, and I shave my whole face.
Tell them where else you shave.
Oh, I shave my cheeks and my forehead because it's a good exfoliator. I leave the eyebrows; those are there, but everything else I kind of get like that. So I do that, and then I moisturize before makeup with shea butter. And that's kind of all I do.
And I'm kind of amazed because your skin is
perfect.
And shea butter
is covered in a whole bunch of shit. Oh, sometimes I'll make an exfoliating scrub. It's sugar, honey, milk, and I think that's it actually. And I'll mix it up in my Tupperware. It'll last for like a week, and I'll scrub because I tend to get drier right at the apples of my cheeks. It'll kind of smooth it out. But olive oil, there you go. But the olive oil stays on your skin after you rinse it, and so it kind of hydrates you afterwards. So
stop it.
Yeah, man.
That's good.
It's DIY time, kids. It's DIY.
I do. Well, I wear a lot, and I have to take off a lot of glue. Glue comes out. Glue you just it's washable. So it just takes a lot of water. Like I literally will stand with my face in the shower and just let it do the work. I use a cleanse off oil from MAC or baby oil to move the makeup around. Or Albolene. We used Albolene on Drag Race, and that was my first time using it. That's some shit.
It's been around forever.
That's really good.
Albolene cream has been around for, I think it was around before me, which means it's
kind of amazing.
I will say to remove my makeup, I use a bar of Dove soap.
Stop it. What about the sulfate stripping your skin of its lipid barrier? I went to beauty school.
We're gonna get all esty now.
Yeah.
Let's get all esthetician-like.
That's scary, but it's fine, right?
Oh my God, yeah, no, I just get in the shower. I'm just I'll do it 3 times over just to get it all out, and then I'm good. Dove is very gentle, so I have sensitive skin. So I don't know. That's just
That's amazing.
It's either Dove bar soap or I'll use the body wash. That'll work a little bit quicker, yeah.
That would fuck. Is anybody else would that fuck your face up? You're very lucky. Live your life.
Hey.
Oh my God. How do you get yourselves prepped into your ritual to get ready? Because it is a process. Do you have a ritual that you go through? Do you lay out your makeup? Do you lay out your brushes? What's you're going to blow my mind again. You're going to say something really random, and I'm going to go, really?
For me, drag is like a sandwich of showers. I shower before I get in drag and immediately after. Because I like to put makeup on. I get to get in drag clean, and then get out of drag and be clean, I think. Yeah. And also, you smell less if you shower before you get in drag at the end of the day. You really do. Because if you like let's say you have a normal job and you work all day and then you get in drag, it's fucked. It's not a good thing. Or you're at DragCon and you take off your corset and it fucking smells like Pizza Delicious Pringles. Yesterday, me. I have a brush belt that I have all my brushes in. I set that up. I have a lip bag, a makeup bag, and I just, I don't have a process. I just put it on. Nothing. I mean, I always play Netflix while I get ready because I get lonely and bored.
Again, my mind is being blown. I'm thinking of this whole huge process. I mean, it's just...
You know, there's some movies that glamorize it. It's not like Tuong Fu, which like touches the music and like, that's not it. That's not it. It's like, I overslept, I have 45 minutes. You know?
I have to sit Indian style, whether it be on, like if I'm out of town, it'll be on the bed, or if I'm at home, it's like in the middle of my living room, and I just like lay out my makeup, the TV's in front of me, and I just go.
So you hold a compact?
Yes, I actually use a compact that's like this big.
Shut up.
It's ridiculous. I usually wear glasses, and I don't like wearing contacts with makeup.
How do you get this product? This beautiful product.
It's all right here. Like I'm not missing a detail because it's such a small mirror. So I do everything like right there.
Somebody, you had a question? You had a question? Oh, yes?
I'm just, so you both mentioned that you put on TV or Netflix, so I was wondering if you have like a favorite show that you watch that like maybe it inspires you more while you're
RuPaul Drag Race.
I like to watch Drag Race, specifically the ones where I don't lose. But I like to listen to one or two things. The day yesterday before Drag Race, I watched Clueless. Or before getting here, I watched Clueless. Yep. So I always watch a really gay thing or another, something really like that, you know. Or I listen to, because I'm comedy, I listen to comedians, or I put on comedians.
So I'll watch Housewives of Anywhere. Or it's either that or Cartoon Network.
Yes!
Yeah, I love it.
I want to know, knowing what you know now, what advice would you give yourself when you first started this?
I have a two-part question, or that's a kind of a two-part answer for me. I would say number one, if I would tell myself, if I knew about products what I knew now, how many dollars would I have saved buying things that didn't work or things that I don't need or I don't like? You know, especially now that I've gotten my look down to this is the 5 ingredients in this recipe or whatever. How many things did I buy that I literally wasn't worth the money, wasn't worth, especially expensive makeup that I'm like, something was expensive and truly wasn't worth it, you know, which are some products. And then I would say to other people getting in makeup, like, you have to teach yourself to do your makeup or you're never going to have original style.
I would just sit there and like play with eyes. And then skin's kind of easier to get a hold of, but for me it was just the eyes that I was more interested in. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you Canadian? No, you just said oot. Head oot.
Head out.
Oh, the boot, yeah.
Yeah. It's cute, it's cute.
Okay, let's talk about tips and tricks. Things that you have learned over the years that you never realized were going to make your application so much easier and so much better.
I already said the glue one is important. If you do drag, while you're doing your brows, don't sit there and stare at yourself and wait a few minutes for each layer to dry. That is so ignorant. It is. Make yourself busy. At least be doing something else while your brows they glue. When I used to drive, I used to get out of a drag. I used to get out of singing at church at 9 p.m. on Wednesdays, and then 2 hours later I had to be in drag at a club. So while I was driving my car to the club, I'd be gluing on my brows in the car. I don't know how safe that is, but you have to cut time. And like we talked about yesterday, we said when you're in a time crunch, if you're a drag queen or you're a lady, when you have less time to get ready and you're like, fuck this is terrible, I'm not gonna look good, and you speed through it, you get done and you're like, I look better or the same. So like, be real with yourself about your steps and how much time you're taking. I put the makeup on and then finesse it at the end. If you take each step and soften it as much as you can as you go, keep in mind, by the end of your makeup, it might look a little different already. It's gonna soften up by the end it's done anyway. So like, put it on and figure out your problems later, really. That's what I say.
For me, I just say like, have a plan. Like I think you should have your look in mind prior to. I used to sit there and like, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen. And usually I would fucking hate the outcome of what I was doing. So like for me, it's like have a plan. Also, I've somehow figured out how to put on eyelashes with one hand. And that's like my favorite trick that I have. Because I just tilt my head back and then just, I use track glue instead of eyelash glue.
Don't listen to her.
Yeah, man, because that's not going anywhere all night long, no matter how much you sweat.
Don't try this at home.
I've gotten it in my eye and I can still see. So you know what? We're all safe. But yeah, I use black track glue and then
Her glass eye just falls out.
Right?
Oh my God, Dove soap,
I just tilt
track
back.
glue.
And like the track glue has a lot more weight to it than like regular lash glue, so it'll weigh down the end that I'm not holding. I'll just tilt my head, put it on the inner corner, and then just like lead it back. So
That is, I mean, a lot of drag queens. You're every drag queen. 'Cause a lot of drag queens do get home and wash their face with body soap and use track glue. I mean, that's real.
yeah,
That's real.
it's just normal shit, you know.
The
Like
makeup gods are watching over you. You know that.
they're mad at me.
It isn't I
No,
approve. Let's just say that. And for me, the track glue stings my skin. That's me. It literally stings my eyelid to use, so I don't trust it.
I switched because normal lash glue, when I was using it, I was using so much, and when I would peel it off, it was making my eyes actually get drier.
What?
Like, you know how you'll go a week in drag and then your eyelids will start to peel.
Sexy.
Sexy.
Yeah.
Flaky
I love
lid.
your glitter eyelid. I love your glitter eyelid. Thank you. It's my only option.
Sorry, I've got super oily skin, so when I do wear my makeup, like say in the morning or in the evening going out, halfway through it's already breaking down. So what product or what would you recommend to keep it on? And the second would be because of the facial hair. At the end, I've got foundation, I've got powder all over, and I don't really know how to get it out without wiping it all off again.
Prep, prep, prep. There are fabulous products on the market that are oil controlling products. You put that on before you put anything else on. Do not use a moisturizer like an emollient moisturizer. Use a moisturizing serum, something that's oil free. The thing is, your skin, no matter how oily you are, you always need moisture. You need water. Our skin, the way it's built, and Trixie will back me up with her aesthetics background. Moisture evaporates through your pores. You do not retain moisture in your body, it evaporates. Oil, on the other hand, we can produce buckets of it.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you have to always give your skin moisture. Also, if you don't add moisture to your skin and you are oily, you will produce a lot more oil because your skin can't make water, it can make oil, so it knows you're dry, and it's like, okay, let's up the oil content.
Yeah.
So, and also try using maybe a wax-based foundation, because that will break down a lot slower than using a fluid. If you're using a fluid, it's probably got more oil in it, and oil breaks down oil.
Yeah.
So that would probably work better. Actually, come by the RCMA booth after our panel, and I'll show you stuff.
There's a really good I mean, yeah, anything that's especially, I don't really believe in products that are mattifying just cosmetically. Like MAC Matte or like Porfection or Porfessional from Benefit.
Yeah.
That just makes you look matte. That doesn't actually take care of the problem. You know what I mean? Which means later on in the day, that's not going to make a fucking difference. You know what I mean? And I know some drag queens who are like, well, first I prep with rubbing alcohol on my face. And I'm like,
oh, no.
don't do that, you know.
No. Actually, I'm using something by Eve Pearl, and it's called Invisible Powderless Powder. It's like a compact cream thing. And then then I put a little clear powder, the color free from RCMA. Because I don't like this shiny or this shiny. This I like shiny because it hides all the lines, and it makes me look more youthful.
You're so dewy.
And I'm wearing makeup. I'm actually, see, this is the thing that people don't realize. Guys wear makeup too, especially on camera.
Especially bottoms.
But how would you know their face is down? How would you know with their face in the pillow?
What'd you say?
I said, how would you know with their face in the pillow? Okay.
Alrighty then.
This is a serious makeup panel.
Oh. Yes. No, it's
Me,
your turn
okay, you
finally,
said you
yes.
had some application techniques that you used to use that were bad, and now you no longer use them. Any funny stories about that? Things you used to do with makeup you don't do anymore?
I don't do it.
Did you guys know Milk used to cover her brows with chapstick? Carmex, yeah. And then she
Work.
just put glitter on them. I mean, that's not my story, but I think that's funny. I think covering your face in rhinestones for any reason is fucking stupid. A mistake. It's a mistake, right?
Oh, like the one where you have like,
Yeah, you think like this is my moment, and then pictures you're like, what the?
yeah.
Yeah. I've never. I guess I call everything up to that transition to looking like Trixie, like the doll thing. Everything up to that point for me was a mistake because it was before I was doing the right thing for me. Poetry snaps. Yes. Yes.
Before I learned how to cover my eyebrows the way that I do now, did anyone have braces back in the day? You know that wax you could roll into a ball?
You use that on your brows?
I used it on my brows. It actually kind of worked, but when I would sneeze, it would just completely crack. And so I'm like, all right, I need to find something else. Yes.
Well, we need to wrap this up, guys. We've had a lovely time, but it's time for a Bloody Mary. Now,
I have to.
Trixie, tell us where you're going to be and what's coming up.
Oh my God! If you have a Trixie shirt on, stand up and show them, motherfuckers. Look at that.
Hey,
Come get a Trixie tank top.
Yes, bring booze.
Bye, guys.
Are you doing like consultations?
I'll talk to anybody about makeup.
He'll tell you about makeup. Come listen.
Makeup.